My name is Samira Fernandez. I'm a global educationist. I'm also the Director of Corporate Affairs of Century Financial in Dubai currently. I'm here because I have a deep experience of over 20 years in the corporate sector with companies such as Al Ghurair Investments in UAE, Jet Airways, Sun Microsystems, Nokia, also a writer for Gulf News and the Times of India. I'm also an educationist. I was the former director of a degree college in Bangalore and also currently pursuing my PhD. I have released 2 books by the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka in the education sector. Yeah.
So, ma'am, the two biggest challenges that you find in education sector, since you mentioned here that you belong to education background, you have a very sound background in that and financial sector too. So, what are the top most challenges according to you India is right now confronting in education sector?
Sure. I think one of the biggest challenge in India is the industry institute divide. I see that there is a very big gap between what the industry wants and what the education sector is currently providing. And our aim is to see that there is more communication at the initial stages. We don't need to wait for students to complete and graduate. Right from the early higher secondary school, we would like to connect them through differential internships. A differential internship is where a student can go and explore different career options. If I was a student, I want to see how it is to be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, an accountant, a space scientist. And then when I graduate, I want to decide and say, this course is not for me, this is what I like to do. And with an explosion of careers right now, data scientists, artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, automation, it is our duty as educationists and responsible corporate citizens to expose our children and say, this is a bigger world out there. Go and explore, try everything because you are students. And once you know what you want to do in life, then go and choose and be very passionate about what you do. Don't force yourself.
Very right, but this is also a harsh reality that 80% of the youth that comes out from the schools or colleges is not worth to be hired. And the external agencies like here, you play a very constructive role and part there. So, the fundamental question is that, as an agency, as a government institution, they are doing their duties through BPSPs. So, what is the prime focus that the government needs to put into so that the people like you are doing a very good job, but if it is done on the behalf of the government, then because they have the infrastructure, they have the resource more than you,
Yes.
than your agency, they can penetrate much more depth in India's remotest parts. That's the reality. So don't you think that we need to take these things very seriously?
So we are not here to preach. We are here to show in reality. And that is why we also have with us Rashi Rathore, who's a great example to show that when a child from Doda gets exposed to all these resources, look at what she becomes. A Dodarian who is confident, a Dodarian who is gifted, a Dodarian who can share opportunities with others, a Dodarian who shares and who gives. And this is what we want to show the world. We are no experts. We are all students and learners along the way. But what we can do is explore opportunities by creating awareness of who we are and what we can offer. And I'm sure with your help, with the help of the media, you all will come to see what is it we can do, and then the right entities will reach out to us, and we are ready to support at any time.
Could you explain your short role in the lives of these children whom you have selected today, that what difference you are going to create in their lives?
We have reached out to over 30 universities, global universities across the UAE, and we are going to explore opportunities and provide opportunities through these universities for internships, placements, scholarships, twinning programs, scholarship programs, visits to different parts of the world, specialized courses, mentoring, guest lectures. so that our students here in Doda can be exposed to different avenues and see where their future lies. We had a very exciting example of a lady, young girl here, who wants to be a cardiologist. And we are going to connect her to one of the best cardiologists in Dubai in a hospital there. Same with a lawyer. We are going to explore and connect her today itself to a great lawyer, international renowned all over the world, who will then mentor them, guide them, and hopefully help them along the way.
Last question, ma'am. It is related to national education policy.
Yeah.
So, because you're dealing with the education sector, and what do you think that how the national education policy, which says that the vocational courses too will be introduced at very much lower level.
Yeah.
So, how we are going to change the fate and future of India?
I'm really excited about the new education policy because I can see how the education system is changing all across India, where now students do not have much of stress. They can explore different opportunities, they can finish their grades, they can learn and explore themselves to different courses at the same time. And I think this is also the beauty of education, which highly promotes international collaboration. I think the internationalization of education, having a directorate office, links very, very high in the new education policy. Also the industry education institute linkages, which is exactly two critical areas that we are supporting and taking forward with the new education policy.
Courses or all these facilities or all these avenues that you are providing to these students, there is no commercial part associated to it. Is it so?
Absolutely no commercial. We do it out of goodwill. We do it because we are socially responsible. And as a corporate citizen and an educationist, we would like to combine these two strengths and utilize it for the welfare of the education across India.
Anything is free, then you are the product. It is like so.
Not really so, and that is just a mindset in the Indian community which we really wish to change. And I'm really glad that as responsible media, you will now create and amend and change those mindsets to say that there are goodwill ambassadors and it's time for all of us Indians to pay it forward.
Till this time, what was the response that you are receiving, and in future, are you going to organize these kind of informative tools again?
It looks like goodwill is highly contagious because ever since we stepped into India a few days ago, we are getting a lot of calls from medical institutions and universities and educational institutes and even government offices inviting us to address the principles, as our CEO, Mr. Prahlad, spoke about. Tomorrow we are addressing the principals across higher secondary schools. We are also going to speak to the government. We have an army official, a brigadier, who's also invited us. So it looks like everyone wants to join this new, a beautiful initiative of Educate Now that we have, and it's time for us to build a new India through these wonderful programs which benefit our community.
आज जो ये यहाँ पर आ गए बच्चों को एक ऐसी इंस्पिरेशन मिली इनके थ्रू, क्योंकि ये बहुत सी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को रिप्रेजेंट कर चुकी हैं, बहुत से अवार्ड्स इनके नाम पर हैं। निर्भया अवार्ड इन्होंने ले लिया है, बेंगलोर यूनिवर्सिटी से ये वाबस्ता हैं, वहाँ पर ये अपनी पीएचडी कर रही हैं। नेचुरली इतनी दूर से आके हमारे इस रिमोट डिस्ट्रिक्ट को अगर इन्होंने ऑफ़र किया, एक किस्म का मैं कहूँगा कि जिस तरह हम कहते हैं गोद लिया है इसको, तो इन बच्चों के लिए एक ऐसा प्लेटफार्म तैयार कर दिया कि दे कैन गेट एनी चांस टू बी विद अ पार्ट ऑफ विद दीज पीपल। तो आई एम फीलिंग वेरी ग्रेटफुल to have this chance to welcome them on this very land.